Hey, hi, hello. Good morning. It's Morning Yap. It is Monday, I almost said April, February 16th. It is President's Day. I'm still teaching. I don't really take holidays off except for in the summer around the Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year time, and then spring break. But spring break usually doesn't rely around a holiday. I really need a haircut, y'all. I gotta text my girl and see if she can do haircuts and braids, because I would love to be back in braids and not have to deal with this. Anywho, we're going to talk about Michael Treats today. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but Michael is, so they brought back Reading Rainbow. He is the host. Michael is a Black librarian who had some pretty great success on TikTok and other platforms, and was sort of bullied off of apps, deals with suicidal ideation, deals with some mental health issues, etc., etc. And so what's happening right now, and it's happening over on Threads, I haven't really seen it on another platform, and maybe I'll tie, I don't know. We'll see how long this ends. So anyway, over on Threads, Michael posted something about, I didn't really see the original post. He reshared it maybe yesterday, but anyway, needless to say, someone made a post, another post about his post, which his post was, you know, essentially like, I'm not okay. It's okay to not be okay. Like, da 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 da. And, oh shoot. Hold on. Anyway, and essentially, like, they were like, you know, I'm going to call his job Reading Rainbow because he shouldn't be talking about this stuff online. It's, you know, it's bad for kids, or like, you know, da 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 da. Like, it's just too much or whatever. And of course, the rest of the internet is in an uproar that someone would even say this. And I saw this thread this morning, and this is what I feel like I've been talking about for a long time, and maybe not being, direct enough about it. Let me just go make sure my child is not getting sharp items. This person, like, kind of pointed out, like, the hypocrisy of it all. Like, the way that so this person directly about Michael, about this situation, was like, we ask people to speak up about, you know, SI, and then we say, but not like that, or not too much, but keep it down, or whatever. And I just kind of like zoom out a little bit, and I'm like, how often do we see that in, like, the activist circles, in the music circles, in the, like, in any industry circle, where, like, the encouragement is for people to be themselves, or people to speak about what they're passionate about, or people to be authentic, and then the reaction is often, but not like that, but not too often, but I don't agree with that, but that's not happening to me, as opposed to, like, just, like, allowing people to be people. Because I think such a large problem is that, you know, we're not seeking liberation, right? Like, we're not seeking liberation if we're asking people to speak out and then turning around and trying to control the way that they're speaking out. That's not liberation for everyone. Your definition of liberation is not my definition of liberation. And that's okay. They can be similar or different, and we can still be walking towards liberation for everybody. But at the end of the day, if we're trying to control what somebody else's liberation, or someone else's speech, or someone else's post, or whatever looks like, we're not walking towards liberation for everybody. We're walking towards liberation for you, or liberation for me, or liberation for a group of people that 100% agrees on what that liberation looks like. And I think within every community, if it's a community, not a cult, there is a slight disagreement on what liberation looks like. And that's okay, right? And so like, I look at this situation and I'm like, I see certain people like speaking out about it and being like, you know, it was, you know, obviously this person was wrong for speaking back to this person in this way, or posting about it. And like, you know, we'll always protect Michael, and we totally will. Like the Black community, like we got you. But like, it's so prevalent in any monolithic community, right? That we categorize as monolithic. So white, Black, Asian, Indigenous. Like every community has its things where it's like, speak out. Oh, but not like that. Go protest, but not like that. Go, you know, get a job, but not that one. Right. And I'm going to tie this in a little bit to Michaela Noguera, who like definitely is like the poster child for quote unquote overconsumption right now, and just announced her divorce to her husband Cody and whatever. But like in that same vein, it's like we tell people to have ambition, and then when they get 17 million followers and they're getting Coach bags every other day and they're going to the Super Bowl and they're buying tickets for their friends and they're having fun, we go, oh, but that's too much ambition for a woman. That's overconsumption. That's bad. Right. And I just want us to notice like how it becomes like the idea, the big idea is to be free. Right? The big idea is for everybody to be allowed to say what they want to say when they want to say it. Free speech, right? Like we all cling to that free speech, that First Amendment, baby, that Second Amendment, baby. Like we cling to that. But then we simultaneously knock each other down for utilizing those things. And that is not the progress of liberation. Right? That, in my opinion, that's not the progress of liberation. That is the excuse me, the progress of control, the progress of hierarchy, right? And so it's just something to think about. Like, of course, this is a very like online specific thing, but it also does happen in real life, you know, like when you're trying to organize an event and people are like, but I wouldn't do it that way. Well, that's fine. And how can we move forward when we disagree on this point and still host the event, you know? Anyway, let me go blow my nose, and y'all have a great Monday. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, wherever you're watching this from. And if you are getting clips on the YouTubies, thank you for your engagement in the comment section, even if you're a hater. Abolish ICE, make good trouble, do good work. Joy is our revolution. I love y'all. See you soon.